internet service in the city. It now is, I know there's not much we can do about it as a city, but it seems like in this situation, this is a perfect reason why all our residents need good internet. You know, with everybody working from home and kids having to online school from home and whatnot. But do we have any idea of, I'm assuming all residents have access to dial-up, right?
There's access, Mayor and Council, there's access to internet, satellite version essentially, not hardwired everywhere. And that was actually one of the first action steps we're going to take this year, is to really understand who does not have access. So working with the providers to almost create a heat map to show where the gaps are in service. That was an action that we're going to work on this year. I will say, at the staff level, we've been advocating for several years, and they've been investing more and more every year in Corcoran. So it's incrementally improving, but yeah, there's some access to internet available to everybody, but the pace for some is really, really slow. But our action step from the council was to understand the problem better this year to be able to make more decisions. So that's my next step, is to work to see who doesn't have good access.
I know I have access, but my VPN connection probably drops every half hour or so because it can't even keep a good enough steady connection to keep the VPN tunnel open. So it's a great example of how bad it is. And I know there are wireless technologies that some companies have that are set up just for that reason, that are, they put wireless networks out and they consolidate the pipes to a fiber or something. But those are just things we would have to look at and see how much the city should step into it. But I agree, Alan. I think the city has an interest in that, and I think we should look at what can we do.
Do the providers have that type of information that they could easily provide it to us, or?
Mayor and Council, yes. So when somebody asks a question, how do I get internet to my house? I'll reach my contact and they'll say, well, we need to pull 1,500 feet. So yes, they know where the service is at.
Okay.
Any comments on this discussion? Go ahead, Alan.
I was just wondering if a phone call to internet provider by the city to ask them to try to do more in this current situation would be helpful.
Mayor and Council, short answer is no. I mean, they have to mobilize, put plans together. They approved their plans for this year at the end of last year for where their investments are going to be. Again, we've been at the table advocating for every year.
Okay.
Medina, for example, I know spent public funds to go 50-50 on an extension project a couple years back. It's a discussion of what's the best use of public funds.
Probably the first one would be what's the expense to do it in the outlying areas, and then figure out if the city wants to participate in those costs. That would be the next step. So it's a lot of information.
Can I add to the conversation?
Yeah.
I think from my point of view, it's a discussion about what the role of government is, and it is offered. Fast internet is offered. It's just I've lived a couple places, and from what I know, and I've talked to all three of them, you can get faster speed access here. You just have to pay for it. And people move out to Corcoran, and we don't have amenities that they have in the city. And people want other people to pay for their internet access. And so, for me, we have no business getting involved in high-speed internet. And for another thing, the second we get involved in high-speed internet, in any way, Brad is going to be everybody in town's IT question for help desk. And so I would be ultra cautious of even having the conversation, because be careful what you wish for. It'll be a nightmare. And there are plenty of people that don't feel like they have to pay tax money to have other people get high-speed internet who knew what they were getting into when they moved or lived in Corcoran. So, for my 2 cents, I'd be a very strong advocate against us having anything to do with high-speed internet.
Okay, thanks, Jim. Anything else? Hearing nothing, entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move. We just did. Second, Anderson.
All in favor, signify by saying aye. Thomas, aye. Anderson,
Aye.
Latimer,
Aye.
Dejewski,
Aye.
and Schultz.
Aye.
Great. Thank you, folks. Thank you,
Aye.
staff.
Stay safe, healthy.
Well done.
Yes.